Hello everyone, welcome to PassionWaterTarot. My name is Mama Do, and we're here to dance into the passion waters of your life together. Okay, with that being said, this is a journalized reading for the sign of Sagittarius. As with all journalized readings, it will not resonate with everyone. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, it has an intention of love, but it also has an intention for being for July the 19th through the 25th. But there's no clocks or calendars in the 5D. So if Spirit has brought you to this reading at a different time, you know already. Spirit has brought you here at the time that's right for you to hear the message they have available for you. So while we have an intuitive cat running around on the table, I always let the cats roam freely during the readings. It usually has to do with something being very significant about that reading for you. So let's go ahead and ask Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, angels, and ancestors to come into this reading with love and light to provide the highest level of clarity to those receiving messages, and ask that chakras be open to allow those messages to be received with ease. Oh, that was a fairy tale in my face. Yes, it was, little boy. His name is Jack. I thought it was a girl. It's a boy. Yeah. So we were calling this cat Nolani, but the day that we realized Nolani was built a little differently than we were thinking, the grandson, oh, look, we have flippers in the cards. The grandson, the chariot, and the king of cups in the upright. Ooh, forward movement towards getting back into the ocean of emotion. Hmm. Okay, we'll see if that comes out later in your reading, okay? But anyway, I was telling you, the grandson, who is her person, his person, the person for this cat, decided that the cat's name now is Jack. Just Jack. Jack's going to be a real healthy male specimen of the feline world. So, Jack, thank you. Let's get busy, Sagittarius. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors, please reveal what messages you have for Sagittarius for this reading. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Alright, well, we're starting off with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You've lost your get up and go. Really, seriously, you're looking for it. You're like, gosh, I need something to motivate me. I need to motivate myself. But you can't get your hands on it. That's your motivation, though. And you're looking for it. You feel like you're in a rut of some sort. What's the challenge to it? Well, the challenge is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Well, we need to find out why it's in reverse. Why isn't the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor? Are you holding it back? Is there somebody else interrupting your happiness? That does happen, but just to be honest, most of the time, whenever we have a ripple in our happiness, it's because we're holding ourselves back from out of fear, anxiety, or some other form of self-protection. So what's the basis of this? What is your bottom line? What are you looking for? The Empress in reverse. You sure do have a lot of prominent cards coming out here. The Empress in reverse is an Aries, possibly, or somebody who is usually very in control. And there's a distance between you and this person, Sagittarius. They're usually somebody honored, loved, adored. They try to take care of things. Yes, what a good boy. Yes, I know you're a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Thank you. Thank you. He's loving on me. I'm like a parent to him. And he needs to feel my affection. So do you, Sagittarius. You need to feel the affection, if nothing else, but from the emotional bond of this feminine energy here. And I say feminine because it can absolutely be a man that you look up to. But there's a distance. That's your bottom line. There's this distance, and that's where the ripple is coming in at. Spirit said it was an intentional rip. Okay, Jack, I gotta get to a card. Thank you. So, what happened in the past that is a reflection of Jack? I know I love you too, baby. I do, and it's about patience. There's going to need a lot of patience with this bond, Sagittarius, because I'm really needing to um, be very patient with Jack right now, who's looking for love from me, signs of affection and acceptance from me. He, this is why I let them come to the reading, because they are a part of the spirit guides for me. Okay, so what happened in the past that brought this all on? We have judgment in reverse. Somebody took it upon themselves to make a judgment call. Wow. The spirit is showing me a guillotine, the chopping off of somebody's head. And it pretty much was to spite their face. So there was a very rash decision made that was not justified. This judgment was an error. It was not justified. It was misled. You were misled. You presumed, assumed. You did not fully look at the whole pie. You looked at one slice. Okay, so what should you focus on now, Sagittarius? We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a single-minded individual. I'd say single-minded. They're not usually married. They are not usually they're very independent. That's what it is. They absolutely can be in relationships, but they're extremely independent. They're self-reliant. How did you get there? That's your focus. How did you get there, Sagittarius? How did you learn to be so independent? How did you learn to be so respectful of yourself?
Afternoon across Central Texas.
That was my cat getting on the weather radio and turning it on. The wonders of my household. Okay, so that's your focus. Who are you? How did you get to be this person? You're independent. You're self-reliant. You're beautiful inside and out. You're caring, sharing. But the wheel of fortune isn't going in your favor due to this ripple. So your focus is to look at yourself and put yourself in that situation and reverse the roles. And would you have made the judgment call that you made before with the guillotine and cutting off somebody's head? Or was it strictly out of spite? Because you could. Ouch. Woo! That's really hard. Okay, that's hard. And to be honest, Sag, um, this is generalized reading. It can absolutely be reversed, and that this happened to you. Sag, I hope you didn't cut somebody's head off. In a theory, not action, actually. To spite their face. That is really heavy, though. I mean, karma, karma, karma. And a lot of times when the wheel of fortune is not going in our favor, we are paying dues for our transgressions. When our ego was in control, is when our emotions were, we were allowing our emotions to overrule our heart. Because love is the only emotion that's real. Anger is not real. Jealousy is not real. Spitefulness is not real. None of that is real. It's a flash in the pan. It's very short term. Love lasts. Your lesson for the person that this reading is for, whether it's the Sagittarian or the cross watcher, is to look back at that situation again and put yourself in that position and deduce it, analyze it. Would you have made the same call? This is a protective soul, by the way. They're very distant. They're very cold now. Um, I don't know that this bond between you and this person will ever be corrected. And I don't know what happened between you all. Each one of you is a little different. But this person has distanced themselves as far away from this as they can get, and they want virtually no connection to you or that situation. And that's a part of their self-protection. Now for the near future, what's going to happen? Well, we get the Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah. There's not going to be a resolution. I'm going to call this reading Karma Comes Calling, because I don't know if this is Sagittarius that's facing karma, or if this is the crosswatcher facing karma for what they did to the Sagittarius. But this wheel is not turning because this was unjustified. This was unfair. This was done out of spite. Because they could. Simply because they could. And this person is going to continue to have a problem finding their motivation. The Wheel of Fortune is not going to be turning in their favor. But overall, this person is really a good person. Whoever karma is knocking on their door, this is a good person, really, but they did make a big mistake. And they did not follow the rule of do no harm. And it was not just a little bitty transgression. This was like, they let this escalate. They encouraged it to escalate. The flame just got bigger. Okay? Alright, let's get some clarity on this. Maybe I can find out some of what happened. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels and ancestors, can you clarify this reading for Sagittarius? Man, I was really wanting love for Sagittarius. Yeah, broken heart, distance, breaking of bonds, breaking of relationships, instability, tears. There's been some tears over this. There's scars. There are scars. This was big. We're no tiny thing. King of Cups and the upright. Yeah, wanting to go back towards this person. Yeah. And as I continue to talk, remember I'm talking to the person this is for, whether it's the Sagittarius or the crosswatcher. Yeah. You have a broken heart. You're trying to heal it. You want to go back towards them with affection to show them that you care. They're not going to have it. Mm-mm. They are not. Now is not the time. I don't see any time. But will 6 months be better if this person waits 6 months to approach them? No. Sagittarius in reverse? No. There might be a little bit better hope at that point, but basically no, it's in the reverse. Because if it was in the upright, it's your card, Sag. That would be hope, the protection of hope. That would be starting to balance things out, and in the reverse, it's a no-go in 6 months. What about in a year? Could the main character in this reading reach out to this offended person in a year and be able to resolve? Six of Pentacles in reverse, no balance. The trust is gone. The ability to be able to depend is gone. Is there any other clarity, Spirit, for this reading? Yeah. The Six of Cups is in reverse. This relationship for this lifetime has definitely been altered. It is a rip. And it's time for you to move on. That is the Nine of Swords. Stop overthinking the situation and worrying about it. Light them a candle and wish them good luck. Send them good vibes. So the most likely outcome of this situation is justice. There will be justice. There will be a balancing. And it may involve a contractual agreement going before a judge, law enforcement. I see this skeleton coming to terms with the past. That's what that skeleton, that arrow at the bottom, let me show you that close up. Is it going to focus? Skeleton under that arrow says to me intuitively that coming to terms with the past, to learn and grow, never to get in that type of situation again. And that's clarified by the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the relationship has been, it's basically null and void, okay? There is little to none as far as opportunities to rebuild it. It's been severed. And with the Wheel of Fortune stopping, not turning in your favor for the person that this reading is aimed towards, that is usually indicative of it wasn't supposed to happen this way. Not to say it wasn't supposed to happen, but not this way. So, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors, please give Sagittarius a Romance Angel Oracle card to focus on for this reading. Chemistry, yep, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Before the ripple, before this problem, before this unjustified judgment, before the stabbing in the back, before this guillotine fell, there was a hell of a bond between you and this person. Y'all were pretty much inseparable. You had spent many, many lifetimes together. And you will still love each other in the 5D. You will. Not most likely in this world again. At least not in the next 12 months. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels and ancestors. So we have an Archangel Oracle card for Sagittarius for this reading. Healthy lifestyle, yeah. You need to start eating better. That'll help you out. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Do what you can to help yourself feel better and your motivation, as the wheel will start turning at one point in your favor. And a healthy lifestyle during that time will absolutely help your growth. Okay? Okay, so Sagittarius. One last card, okay? I don't think I said this at the beginning. Take a moment, go right down there and subscribe. Hit that all notification bell. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share, leave a comment, and let me know if it resonates. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. That means that this wasn't your reading today. And this one isn't going to be everybody's reading. But those of you that have something very, very heavy going on, you know what I'm talking about here. And you know what? Before I get your wisdom card, Spirit has asked me already twice to do it, so I'm going to do it now. On what signs could very well possibly be involved. And what I'm seeing here is Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, of course. I see several waters. And I see Cancer. I really see Cancer. I see Cancer in the Empress, and she's supposed to be geared towards Aries, but I see Cancer in her. She's like a crab in her shell. And she's trying to protect her soft innards. Okay? Do I see anybody else out here? No, I do not. Alright. So let's ask Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors to please provide a Nature's Whisper Oracle card for advice for Sagittarius for this reading. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. Please burn white candles. Please burn sage in your energy. Ask Spirit for forgiveness and to guide you if you are the person who was spiteful. Because it's not your normal personality. It's not this person's normal way of being. You did it under an emotionally duress situation. But it does not change the fact that it happened. But everybody knows that that's not who you are. But it happened. We have two cards for you. And it's all about your future. We're going to cover them all. Your reading has really gone long here. But the first one is number 18. New experiences and possibilities. The second one is number 37. Ideal course of action. Okay, so working towards getting the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor after this very unexpected transgression. Look around in nature, notice the new beginnings, new experiences and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You're being offered a blank page. What are the words you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seed and willingly venture into new territory. And let go of this transgression because you're holding on to it so tight you're actually holding the wheel from moving in your favor. Because you're now recognizing what has occurred. Now, number 37. Ideal course of action. It is easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Simplify your plans. Clearly envision what you would like to accomplish and find ways to ensure you can stay on path. Eliminate self-sabotage or other behavior that might derail you. Eliminate self-sabotage. Determine what you desire next. Do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. Trust that this is an important phase that is necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. Yes, it is an important phase. It really is. To recognize why things change because of an indiscretion. So focus your heart and soul on doing no harm, which is normally your personality, and start moving forward. Crosswatcher are the Sagittarius. I'll see you all soon with your next reading. Namaste.